Hello and welcome to another episode with the Toronto Dog Whisperer, the channel that helps you help your dog. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at the reuniting of Jax and his owner, and we're going to talk about the impact of human psychology on your dog's behavior, and specifically when it comes to fear, anxiety, and nervousness. So let's get to it. Up to this point, we've been focusing on Jax and working with Jax and my dogs and working with Jax and other dogs to help him overcome his fear and anxiety issues. But the one thing we haven't really talked about a lot is what the owners are going to be faced with and what they're going to do to keep that process moving forward. A lot of times when people first speak to me about their dog's issues, regardless of what they are, they themselves are quite the skeptics. Even though they want to help their dog, they have a hard time believing that their dog can be helped, whether it is an aggression issue or, in this case, fear and anxiety. The dogs are used to acting in a certain way, and the people are used to the dogs acting in a certain way. So for anybody who is beginning the steps to help their dog, the skepticism is real. And it's something that is very difficult to overcome. And this is why I do these videos, to actually show people that these dogs can be helped. When we talk about human psychology, we're basically talking about perception, how people think, how people project certain things onto the dogs, what they feel, and how they feel those feelings. So in the early stages of the process, we talked about note-taking and how important that was. Well, this is another huge step where those notes are going to really help in the process. So we also talked about becoming self-aware, and being self-aware is super important when it comes to helping your dog. It just helps you to understand how you're feeling in different situations and how that impacts your dog's behavior. So in Jax's case, the owner was experiencing a lot of feelings. Most of them were negative, unfortunately. Feelings of embarrassment, feelings of stress, feelings of anxiety, feelings of worry about what was going to happen, what would her dog do in certain situations, and those feelings were real, and they were definitely contributing to Jax's behavior. Now, once I started working with Jax on my own, those were no longer an issue because I don't feel that way about any dog that I'm working with. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I know that those past behaviors can be rectified, and therefore I don't get nervous, I don't get anxious or upset if the dog makes a mistake. So when Jax was ready to be reunited with his owner was still very skeptical. She wasn't really sure how Jax's behavior would have changed because she didn't get to see it for herself. Now, the opportunity came for that to happen when she came to pick him up. We headed straight for the dog park, and this is the footage that you're going to see. So seeing is believing for a lot of people, and even when they see it, they kind of make excuses as to why their dogs aren't exhibiting their past symptoms of fear, anxiety, and nervousness. But the important thing is that she moved on. She started really believing that her dog was going to be fine and he was overcoming his issues instead of just worrying that those issues were going to continue. So while we were at the dog park, we addressed several of the common situations where she felt nervous before, but she was really keen to get her feelings in check and to understand that there was nothing for her to be afraid of, and therefore there was nothing for Jax to be afraid of. So earlier on, when I was talking about building up your confidence and your dog's confidence, building your trust, building your dog's trust, these two are very much intertwined. They're two sides of the exact same coin. And by going through the exercises, both Jax and his owner were able to build their confidence, build their trust, and start moving forward instead of looking back. That's it today, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this series with Jax. There is one more video to come. There's some of the secondary exercises that I took Jax through that used to be triggers for some of his behaviors. So stay tuned for that as well. And remember, if you love your dog, take them for a walk. Cut. Damn it. Cut. So up to this point, blah. Cut. 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 Cut.